You know, after more than 30 years working with patients between the ages of 50 and 80, I've realized something strange. Most people don't lose their health because they're getting older. They lose it because they let their bodies wear down quietly, every single night. I still remember one autumn afternoon in my clinic. Thomas, 68, once an active man, walked in with trembling hands and a slow, heavy step. He said, "Doc, I eat well, I sleep enough, but every morning I wake up feeling like I just ran a marathon in my dreams." I looked at his lab work, his hormone chart, and asked, "Do you know what really happens when we sleep?" He smiled and said, "Well, I guess we rest, right?" I nodded, then added, "Yes, we rest. But if we don't give the body the right materials at the right time, then sleep isn't restoration. It's acceleration of aging." And that's what I want to talk to you about today. When we're young, the body knows exactly how to heal itself. After a long day's work, sore muscles, little sleep, and somehow we wake up feeling brand new. But after 50, things start to slow down. The biological signals that once told our bodies to build, repair, and renew don't fire as strongly as they used to. It's like a factory whose workers are getting older, and the machines need oiling, but no one remembers when to do it. Sadly, most of us do the opposite of what our body truly needs. We try to go to bed early but forget that sleep only heals when the body has the right fuel to rebuild itself. We take vitamins because we think they're good for us, yet we take the wrong kind, at the wrong time, turning something helpful into something useless. And then we wake up with back pain, stiff shoulders, tired legs, and we say to ourselves, "Guess it's just age." But I want you to pause for a second and ask, is it really age? Or is it that we haven't treated our bodies right during the quietest hours of the day, when we're asleep? I've spent years studying how the body restores itself at night, and what still amazes me is this. Nighttime is the body's silent gym. You may not lift weights or go for a walk, but in the dark your body is busy, repairing tissues, balancing hormones, building new muscle fibers, and recharging your cells for a new day. But that process only happens completely when you give your body the right keys. Magnesium helps your muscles relax and your nerves communicate. Vitamin D3 and K2 guide calcium to the right places, into your bones and muscles, not your arteries. Omega-3 reduces inflammation and makes your muscles more sensitive to protein signals. Zinc, CoQ10, vitamin B6, vitamin E, each one plays its own instrument in the symphony of recovery. And you know what's truly beautiful about that? You don't need expensive medications. You don't need a fancy gym membership. You don't even need some magic new technology. You just need to understand your body and know when to help it heal. Another patient of mine, Linda, 62, once told me, "Doctor, I don't think I'll ever get back to yoga again. Every morning I feel heavy, shaky, foggy." We didn't do anything complicated. We simply adjusted her evening nutrition routine, added magnesium glycinate before bed, omega-3 and vitamin E after dinner, and stopped the high-dose vitamin C at night. 2 weeks later, she came back, smiling. "Doc, I woke up early today, feeling light, and I did the bridge pose again." I'll never forget that moment, because it reminded me that health isn't just the absence of disease. It's the art of giving your body the chance to heal itself at the right time. You see, we can't turn back the biological clock, but we can slow its hands. We can choose to live wiser, to understand ourselves better, to act with purpose. Age doesn't make you weak. Ignoring your body does. So, in the next part of this video, I'm going to share with you the 10 most important things your body needs at night. The nutrients, habits, and principles that can help you sleep deeper, recover faster, and wake up stronger every single morning. No miracle pills, no marketing hype, just the quiet, simple science of how the human body truly works, something we've all forgotten along the way. Now I want you to imagine this. Tomorrow morning, you open your eyes, feeling light, clear, steady. No cramps, no stiffness, no fog, just peace, as if your body had been quietly reborn overnight. That's possible. And it all begins with how you care for yourself just before you close your eyes. Let's begin, my friend. Tonight, I want you to think of your body not as a collection of organs or muscles, but as a quiet city that never sleeps. Even when you close your eyes, thousands of little workers are repairing roads, cleaning streets, and rebuilding bridges. But those workers need their tools, and that's where these 10 nighttime essentials come in. When I talk about magnesium glycinate, I like to call it the mineral of peace. I've seen patients who couldn't sleep for years, their legs twitching, their minds racing. After 2 weeks of magnesium glycinate, they tell me, "Doc, it feels like my body finally learned how to breathe again." It calms the nervous system, eases muscle cramps, and balances blood sugar through the night. Think of it as turning off the noise inside your body so the healing can begin. Then there's vitamin D3 and K2, the quiet architects of strength. Many people think of vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin, but it's much more than that. It tells your body how to use calcium properly, and K2 makes sure that calcium goes where it should, into your bones and muscles, not your arteries. When those two work together, they rebuild the foundation that keeps you standing tall. I've seen older patients walk with straighter backs, stronger knees, just because their bones finally got the right message. CoQ10, or coenzyme Q10, is something I call the spark of life. Every single cell in your body uses it to create energy. But here's the thing, as we age, we lose up to half of it. And if you take cholesterol-lowering drugs, you lose even more. That's why many people over 60 feel tired for no reason. Not because they're old, but because their cells are running on an empty battery. Taking CoQ10 at night, especially the active form called ubiquinol, helps your cells recharge while you sleep. It's like giving every cell a tiny spark plug. Now, vitamin B6, especially in its active form, P5P, is the translator between food and energy. It helps your body turn the protein you eat into the amino acids that rebuild muscle, and it helps your brain make serotonin, that gentle chemical that lets you drift into deep, peaceful sleep. I often tell my patients, if you wake up at 2 a.m. feeling restless, maybe it's not anxiety, maybe it's your body asking for vitamin B6. Let's not forget omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. They're like the oil that keeps the machine running smoothly. Inflammation is the silent thief of vitality, and omega-3s calm that fire. They make your muscles more responsive to the signals that tell them to grow and repair. One of my patients, a retired firefighter, once said, "Doc, after a month of fish oil, my joints stopped yelling at me every morning." That's not magic. That's biology doing what it was always meant to do. Then comes vitamin E, the body's natural shield. As we get older, our muscles become more vulnerable to oxidative stress, that slow, invisible rust that eats away at our strength. Vitamin E, especially the natural form, protects your muscles and improves blood flow, so oxygen reaches every corner of your tissue. When your muscles breathe better, you sleep better. It's that simple. And there's zinc picolinate, a small mineral with a big personality. Zinc is the craftsman of protein synthesis. It builds, repairs, and restores. But it also nudges your hormones, testosterone and growth hormone, to stay active during sleep. I tell men and women alike, don't underestimate zinc. A little every evening is like giving your body permission to stay strong, vibrant, alive. Now, we also need to talk about what not to do at night. Many people take vitamin B12 late in the evening, thinking it gives them energy for tomorrow. What it actually does is keep their cortisol high, the stress hormone, and that's why they toss and turn until midnight. And high-dose vitamin C may seem harmless, but it increases urination and competes with zinc for absorption. Sometimes good habits just need better timing. If there's one phrase I want you to remember, it's this: timing is everything. It's not just about what you take, it's about when you take it. Your body follows rhythms that have been refined for millions of years. When you work with those rhythms instead of against them, every pill, every nutrient, every breath of sleep becomes more powerful. And after 4 to 8 weeks of practicing this, giving your body what it needs, exactly when it needs it, something remarkable happens. You wake up one morning and realize you haven't felt that alive in years. Your sleep is deeper. Your muscles are firmer. Your mind clearer. You start walking faster, laughing louder, standing taller. That's not a coincidence. That's your body finally saying, "Thank you for listening." Because the truth is, healing doesn't come from medicine alone. It comes from awareness, from respect, from the quiet partnership between you and the miracle that is your body. So tonight, when you take your evening supplements, don't just go through the motions. Take a breath. Remind yourself that what you're really doing is giving your body permission to rebuild, to heal, to start again. And when you close your eyes, know this: the work hasn't stopped. It's only just begun. You know, after more than 30 years of being a doctor, I've learned something simple, yet deeply true. No pill can ever replace the care you give yourself. No one can do it for you. Not your doctor, not your children, not even the best advice online. Only you can hear the signals of your own body. Only you can give it the rest, the nourishment, and the peace it deserves. Sometimes we feel like it's too late, that age, illness, or time itself has taken too much from us. But I want you to know this, my friend. It's never too late to begin again. Your body is still listening. It's just waiting for you to say, "I'm ready." If you learned something tonight, even one small thing that helps you understand your body a little better, then I'd love for you to do something simple. Click that like button so I know these words truly reached you. Share this video with a friend, a loved one, or anyone who might need to hear this message, because sometimes one gentle reminder can change an entire life. And if you'd like to keep walking this journey with me, a journey of awareness, of vitality, and of growing older with strength and grace, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. Not to chase information, but as a reminder that every week someone out there still believes you can live better, sleep deeper, and feel younger than you think. Life isn't measured by how many years we've lived, but by how awake and grateful we are in each moment. So tonight, before you fall asleep, take a slow, deep breath. Feel your heartbeat and smile, because that means you still have time. You still have the chance to begin again. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. I'm Dr. Robert, and I'll see you again on the next step of your healing journey.